What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it? What's up with it? Happy 4th of July. Happy 4th. Happy 4th. Just taking a break and shit, man. I'll be back out there to work late night. Scoop up some of that cheddar. You feel me? You know what I think, man? I think a lot of men gonna have to you know, give it their all, man, to get out of this system, man. You're gonna have to be super disciplined because America is not looking too good right now, man. It's not. I haven't been happy here in years. Okay, it all started back in 2012, man. It's just ever since then I've been unhappy here in America. So eventually, Kelcat, I'm gonna eventually get my hands on some money, and I'm gonna travel, man. I'm gonna travel around the world. You know, a lot of guys gonna have to do the same, man, because they ain't been happy here. You know, think about Renegade One, man. If he would have traveled, he would have been a lot. He'd have been a lot more happier. Instead, he thought that America, damn, fucking fireworks. Um, he thought that America was the only nation in the world. You see what I'm saying? You know, he think that America is the only thing there is to life. He would have found him a girl, man. You know, he would have found him a girl if he would have just traveled. That's what it all boils down to, man. What you know, men, we need sex, man. We need to feel loved. You know what I'm saying? We could talk shit about female nature all the time, man. But at the end of the day, you need their vagina to stick your plug into, man. That's what it is, man. You need their vagina, you know, so you can stick your thing into. That's what it is, man. That's what it is. That's what we need, man. But unfortunately, the American woman has turned off her switch. You know, the American woman is no longer sexual like she used to be. Americans are having less sex. Who want to stay inside a country that's not having sex though? Come on, man. There's a study that says that Americans are not having you know as much sex as they used to 15, 20 years ago. And I agree. You know what? We used to listen to like R&B songs, love songs all the time that get the babies, you know what I'm saying, the baby making music, and now none of that stuff is on the radio now. Everything is about getting money, and we don't have any sex songs anymore. No baby making music. You know, Chris Brown or Usher, they haven't came out with no sex songs. Back in 2000 and fucking, I don't know, 2005, 2006, 7, 8, 9, 10, all the way up to like, 2015, they were still making baby making music, you know what I'm saying, on the radio. Now, everything is about getting money. Everything is about, dropping it like it's hot. Females twerking and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's not really tasteful music, that's on the radio right now. That's making people want to procreate, or have sex. That helps out too, man. The Me Too movement kind of destroyed a lot of that shit too, bro. The sexual harassment bullshit, you know, that kind of fucked up everything between man and woman here in the U.S. And you got to realize that your time here is up, and it's time for you to start saving money or investing or lotto or Bitcoin or whatever to get yourself out of this fucking position because you know this fucking country is lost. It's pretty much finished, man. It's done. It's over here in America. It was a good run, man. But America is going to destroy itself. And I don't want to be here when America destroys itself. You know what I'm saying? So you need to start thinking like maybe 5 or 10 years down the stretch. Okay? You got to get out of the mind frame of, you know, wanting everything right now. You see what I'm saying? A lot of motherfuckers, they say, Kelcat, he's playing the lotto or he got a gambling addiction or, he's this and that. But you know what? I'm thinking 10 years from now. I'm thinking 15 years from now. You know, of course, within that 10 to 15-year period, I'm going to hit a jackpot. If I could almost hit a jackpot in like, what, 2 or 3 months of playing, eventually Kelcat will hit a jackpot. Then I can take that money and I can retire early in life with it. And I expect myself to live to be 80 years old. So I'm going to basically have about 40 years of retirement money in a third world country or a second world country, which is Thailand. Okay. I don't think Brazil is no longer a third world country, or maybe it is right now, but I'm gonna retire in a second world or third world country. You see what I'm saying? And live the rest of my days, you know, in Thailand or um, Brazil, Colombia. It depends where I fit the most. And in these countries, the women, they take care of themselves a lot better. In these countries, the women ex they exercise, they eat well. You know, they're young, they're beautiful. Okay, and not to mention again, they keep their bodies in shape. Okay, when you move to these countries, you're gonna have access to a lot of beautiful women that you're not used to. And I feel that whatever you need to sacrifice to get there, you just need to sacrifice it. It's worth the sacrifice. It's worth the sacrifice. It's worth the hustle. So a lot of men got to realize that in America, it's going to get fucking worse. It's not going to get any better. The dating scene is not going to get any better. The women are not going to get any better. Okay. I never had such like non-sexual attention or non-sexual energy, okay, in my whole entire life. Before 2012, women had, sexual energy around them. It was just like more, fuck me now, and they had this sexual thing. They had their sexual energy on point. You know what I'm saying? But then something happened in 2012. I just don't know. Could it be Tinder or could it be Bumble? You know what I'm saying? Like, but something happened in 2012. It just was not a good life after 2012. Anyway, when it comes to women with me, I noticed that it was a lot harder to get laid. It was a lot harder to get numbers. It was a lot harder to get any type of attention from females after 2012. And they say, Tinder came out in 2012, and that could have ruined it right there. So I can say that, you know, Tinder has ruined the dating game here in America. It's just not going to go back to the way it used to be. I have given up on American women. I don't even really look at American women. I walk past them like it's nothing because I'm so used to like talking to like foreign women that are way more attractive than these average looking females that think that is shit here in America. See, the average female, she thinks she's the bomb. She thinks she's the only one who has a vagina, and that's far from the case. Let me tell you, once you get used to talking to some of these foreign women in different countries, once you get used to that, you're not gonna want to go back to like talking to these land whales, these American women on Facebook or on you know whatever website you go to meet females. You're just not gonna want to talk to these American women anymore after you had um, made contact with some of these foreign women. These foreign women are beautiful and young, and you can get them young. You can get them down to like 19, 20 years old, man. No lie. In America, for the most part, these young females, they're not into older men. They're not into 40, 45, 50-year-old men. They're just not into that. You know what I'm saying? And that's one of the reasons why you have a lot more men, young men to compete with. Men who are like 19, 20, 21, 22. And then you have you see thing is her parents might make money and shit like that, or her parents might have all the resources that they need to survive. You see what I'm saying? Out here there's no desperation. In Thailand there's desperation from the females that live there in Thailand. There is desperation because they're trying to make a better life for themselves. So if you come through like 40 or 50 years old and you got your bread together, your chances of getting a young woman is very, very high in Thailand. No joke. You see what I'm saying? Or in Colombia. You go to Colombia, there's plenty and plenty of beautiful women in Colombia for for all the men that live there. Okay, there's not a shortage of beautiful women there. In Brazil, same thing. When I was in Brazil, I saw beautiful women everywhere. Beautiful women everywhere. I mean, like you could walk like 2 blocks and you would done saw like about 5 dime pieces. I'm not lying. I am not lying. So your main purpose right now is it should be escaping this planet. Or I mean, not this planet. I'm sorry. Maybe this planet shit. Sorry, I was watching some universe shit earlier. Your main like purpose right now should be escaping this hellhole called America. Okay, if you're black, then you really, really have to leave America. No joke. You know, they don't treat black people good here anyway. So why would I want to stay in a country that don't treat me good? I just like um, was listening to was it international. And look, can't even talk. International Travels live stream was it yesterday, and he was talking on his live stream. He had one guy that was talking on there, and he was saying that you know Japanese people was treating him really good, and he didn't experience no racism and stuff like that. You know, versus being here in America where you get treated really badly, really poorly. I still have to check people. When I'm working and stuff like that, man, on how they treat me and shit, 'cause sometimes a lot of these motherfucking stores, they don't want to give me the bag that I need to deliver. They don't want to give me the food, so I have to show them my phone, and then they act like, they act like they seen a ghost or some shit, and they're not trying to, give me the bag. So I had to check them. I'd be like, look, man, give me the bag, dude. Stop playing around. This is the order right now. I have to go. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker was doing that shit on purpose to like, you know, piss me off or like help me lose money or whatever. You know what I mean? So, um, this country has never ever treated black people or black men good. So, why stay here and get treated unfairly all the time? It doesn't make any sense. Throughout your whole entire life, you're just gonna get treated bad. You know what I'm saying? You're just not gonna get treated good at all. So passport time, man. You're just gonna have to figure out how you're gonna get your passport. Kelcat. You know my plan, man. I hit the jackpot, then I get my passport, and I'm out of here. You see what I'm saying? And if I hit a $300,000 jackpot, okay, then that'll be my ticket out of America. Now, with $300,000, or after taxes, I probably might have 250 or whatever. But you know, I probably would just leave. Um, I probably would just leave America for a bit, at least like 5 years or some shit like that. Like I would like live off my money, and I would teach, capoeira in Thailand and stuff like that, or in the Philippines. You know what I'm saying? Wherever I fucking decide to go, okay, just for some money and shit like that. But at the same time, it's like, um, I want some money that's gonna last me for the rest of my days until I croak. So if you're wondering, if you're wondering how much it costs to like retire comfortably in a third world country, the base thing, the base is like 250,000 to 300 grand. You can pull it off. But if you want to be safe and you want to not worry about money or being on a strict budget, I say 500 grand. 500 grand is going to help you, party. It's going to help you, with expenses and stuff like that. You won't be so tight on a budget because you got an extra $250,000 to live off of. You see what I'm saying? Versus having 250 or 300,000, where you just pinching, you're pinching by from month to month. You're living maybe like on $1,000 a month or some shit like that. You see what I'm saying? So this is all the stuff that you got to take in consideration because it's gonna happen, especially um, if you're gonna leave. These are the things you gotta think about. Like 5 or 10 years from now, Where do you want to be? Do you really want to be here in this god-forsaken hellhole called America? This place is god-forsaken, bruh. This land is god-forsaken. This is one of the most racist countries on planet Earth, bruh. This fucking country was built on racism, man. Why would you want to live in a country like that? And then you can't even get a girlfriend. You can't get a girl. You can't get sex on the regular. You know, when you do get sex, it's probably like a rare occasion or something like that. You know what I'm saying? You know, maybe like 5 times a fucking year you might get some sex from 5 different girls. That's not a life to live. I'm sorry, man. Like I can't live my life for the rest of my life, okay, like that. I cannot live my life like that. You don't want to live your life like that, dealing with these masculine females, these are masculine women and shit, man, here in America. You know, America has the worst women in the world. No, we don't have the most beautiful women, okay? Get that out your head, man. Africa got more beautiful women than America, okay? Brazil definitely got more beautiful women out there. Brazil beats America big time when it comes to like beauty and femininity, you know, with these females. Okay, I'm gonna drink some water, man. I'm thirsty as hell. So, I say start planning. You know, 3, 4, 5, 10 years from now, because a lot of us, I think, we're trapped in the matrix, and we don't think like, you know, we don't think ahead, and we don't think how fast these years are going by. You don't understand. Like we're already halfway through this year. Okay, we're over half now. You know what I'm saying? It's 4th of July. You know, we almost done with this year. This year went by really quickly. Okay, dude's gonna have to start thinking 10 years from now, like within the 10-year range, because to escape the matrix, it's not gonna be an easy fight. You see what I'm saying? You gotta have a good chunk of fucking cash. Okay, you need at least $500,000 to escape the matrix. I say stay safe side. Some people say you can pull it off for 250 or 300,000. Nah, nah, nah. I say go for another $200,000 to escape the matrix. You don't want to be out there, you know, pinching and if something happened and you have to come back to this hellhole called America. Once you leave, you don't want to ever come back. You see what I'm saying? You just don't want to ever come back. Because if you come back, you're gonna be way more depressed. You'll be like, "Fuck, I escaped the matrix. Now I'm back here." You see what I'm saying? That's why it's probably best that you keep the kids down to a minimum, maybe like only 2 kids and that's it. If you do go out there, you know, because some of you guys are gonna want to settle down. Some of you guys are gonna want to live the playboy life. Okay. Some of you guys are gonna want to be a bachelor for like 5 years and then get married. Okay. Some of you guys are gonna just want to go out there just for sexual pleasure and don't have any kids, that's fine. Whatever you want to do, you see what I'm saying? Whatever you want to do, you know. But just remember, you know, escaping the matrix is never easy. It's not going to be overnight. You know, there's going to be a whole lot of trials and tribulations. There's gonna be a whole lot of obstacles in your way. There's gonna be a lot of haters. It's gonna be a lot of people telling you that you just going over there just for the hookers or for the prostitutes or the escorts. That's the reason why you're going over there. Or you know what I'm saying? Or you're just going over there because you can't get any pussy over here. So now you're going over there. So, you know what I mean? Like, what's wrong with that though? What's wrong with going to another country because you can't get no pussy over here? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with that? What the hell is wrong with that? I don't see nothing wrong with a little bump and grind. I don't see nothing wrong with a motherfucker that's struggling, and he decide he don't want to struggle in America no more. So he picks up his fucking passport and he travels to a different land where he can get sex on the regular. What's wrong with that? It's nothing wrong with that. Matter of fact, you should be happy that he moved away from America and not coming back to this godforsaken awful place. You should be happy that he has moved away from these badass people out here. These evil ass people. These fucking demon people, man. Cause that's what America is that's what is fucking built off of. Evil. Evil, I mean. Evil. Evil. Nah, it's built off evil, man. And corruption. The people who run it, man, they sold us out. They didn't just sell black men out, but they also sold, their own kind out. They sold other white people. White people run the country, so you know, even like they sold other white people out. White people are feeling a lot of the average white guy is feeling left out, so he's fucking leaving this country. I done ran into some fucking like YouTube channels where white men was talking about leaving the country and shit because of all the saturation, when it comes to like owning your own business and the dating world and stuff like that. They just left. They went to other European nations like New Zealand and you know you know somewhere in Europe that a lot of like white people are just leaving the US because of all the fucking goddamn saturation that's going on, with the with the taxes and stuff like that, high ass taxes, high ass cost of living. You see what I'm saying? So even a lot of like multi-millionaires are fucking packing their bags and they're leaving the U.S. Like during the coronavirus, a lot of millionaires left the U.S. They're living in different countries now. You know what I'm saying? A lot of like California's, you know, we, we lost a lot of millionaires over the pandemic. You see what I'm saying? Millionaires got out of this country, man. They left. They had the money and they left. You see what I'm saying? So just remember, man. Just remember that America is not gonna get any better dating wise. Uh, you're gonna go many years without having female intimacy or females attention. You're gonna go through years of like struggling in the dating market. Who wants to live many years like just struggling? I mean, come on, man. Like I'm gonna be honest, I've been struggling since 2012. Okay, now if I would have started playing the lotto back in 2012, I probably would have hit a jackpot and I probably been gone by now. But I caught it. I mean, I caught on to it really late. See, Hellcat, man, I'm a fucking goddamn slow learner. You know what I mean? Once I learn it though, once I learn, I learn it good. But I'm a slow learner. You know, well, I shouldn't say that about myself. I should say like, it takes time for me to get there. Let's put it this way. I'm kind of like Floyd Money Mayweather in his fights. It takes time for him to learn his opponent and find out what his opponent's weakness is, and like first 3 rounds he's filling them out. He's trying to see what he can get away with. You know what I'm saying? It's like that. That's how I am. That's how I am. It takes time for me to learn it. Like the lotto, I could have been hit the lotto if I was a fast learner, but it takes time. It might take me a couple of months. Take me maybe 6 months. It might take me eight months. It might take me a year. But as long as I get it for my 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 retirement, see, I look at I look at it as I hit a jackpot. I got money for retirement in a different country. Okay, that's how I look at it, and it's worth like chasing after. It's worth being persistent. You know, it's worth it, man. It's worth being persistent, man. You know what I'm saying? But you have to realize that your life, your life is in jeopardy. So I'm saying your life is in danger. I'm not saying somebody's trying to kill you, but I'm saying like your quality of life, you know, is threatened, or your quality of life depends on your actions. Let's put it that way. Your quality of life, de- depends on your actions today. You see what I'm saying? And it don't matter, man. Like just start prepping, for the next 10 years. You want to be out of the matrix within 10 years. There's no such thing as escaping the matrix like right away or whatever. You know, I say, for the first like 5 years, just start prepping. You know what I'm saying? Putting some money away or investing in cryptocurrency or Bitcoin, or the lotto like I am. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel that eventually if I keep at it, that I will eventually hit a jackpot and I will be in Thailand or Colombia or Brazil or any of these countries, okay? Like just chilling, you know, up on the beach with my girlfriend. Like, yeah, that's what's in my brain every single day, man. You know what I'm saying? That's what's in my brain every single day. Like how happy, I would be if I was able to escape the matrix and live my life on my own terms without anybody, you know, sticking their hand inside my ass and, controlling me like a fucking puppet. You see what I'm saying? Like, I don't want that for the rest of my life. I don't want that for the remainder of my life. I feel so strongly about escaping the matrix that I'm willing to like die trying to escape the matrix. Like that's how strongly I feel about it. You see what I'm saying? I feel like I wanna like give it my all to escape the matrix, and I don't care how much I fucking sacrifice or how much I lose, whatever. It's just like eventually, just that one time, I'm just gonna get lucky, and I'm gonna fucking be able to travel and do whatever I want to do in life. A lot of guys should be thinking about this. Instead of just watching people, do what they want to do, or watching people, escape the matrix. You should do the same, man. You should fucking escape the matrix yourself instead of just sitting back and just not doing anything about your situation. Because I told you, man, America's dating world is finished, man. I don't know what you, I don't know what you guys, you know, uh, I don't know what part of finish you guys don't understand, but this is some serious shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, you gotta fight for your quality of life to get better. You see what I'm saying? You got to fight for your rights. You got to fight to live the way you want to live, man. We all know escaping the matrix. It's it's a challenge. It's not gonna be easy because there's gonna be a whole lot of letdowns, setbacks. You see what I'm saying? And if you're not trying to escape the matrix, then you know what, dude? You're gonna stay here unhappy for the rest of your life. Or how many years you got left here on Earth? You know what? I can't like live here for the remainder of my time here on Earth. And we all got a expiration date. No matter how you slice it, how you cut it, you're just not gonna be able to escape death. You see what I'm saying? You're just not gonna be able to escape, you know, that big sleep that we're gonna go to. Death. It's gonna happen. And how you wanna die, man. You really wanna die here in the Matrix or you wanna die somewhere free, with your family. You see what I'm saying? Have money that you can fucking, pass down to your family. Cause you know what? I feel like I'm gonna be the first one to go out of me and my sister. I'm gonna be the first one to go. I had a horrible, difficult, hard life, man. You know what I'm saying? It was not easy. It was not, you know, um, it was not a good, lucky, or I never got lucky. I never won anything in life. Okay, never had a lucky break. Never had any type of like good sunshine in my life. I had a few girlfriends in my life. I had, I had a decent sex life. When I was in my 20s. But I'm gonna be honest, man. My 30s were shit. The worst years of my life was in my 30s. What time is it? It's 11:30, and it's hard. It's so hard, man, to stomach all of that. Like to think that your life didn't really turn out the way you wanted it to turn out, but other people, they had their life turn out the way they wanted to turn out. Some people got lucky. Some people did it with hard work. You see what I'm saying? It's crazy, man. You know, you know. I think my my unhappy life came from giving up. You see what I'm saying? Like anytime I gave up on something, it just ended up in a bad result. Like when I gave up on Capoeira back in 2000 and I think it was 2007. I quit doing Capoeira, and once I quit, that happened. I mean, once I quit that shit, once I quit Capoeira, I put on a bunch of pounds, and I wasn't able to get a whole lot of women like I used to. You know, and I was doing music for a little bit, and then I quit that, and then somebody stole all my music equipment. You see what I'm saying? Like quitting has did a lot more damage, in my life than, sticking with something. Okay? That's why I say quitting is the worst thing you can do in your life cuz nothing's good going to come out of quitting at all. Eh, You know, unless you're really ready to retire and shit like that, you should not be quitting anything. That's like becoming a fucking goddamn scientist or an astronaut or whatever, and you're just gonna quit like in the middle of all that. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you got to be a scientist forever, and until it's time to retire. You got to be an astronaut forever until it's time to retire. You know, you got to be a guy that's working in the fields. You know, you know, farming and shit forever until it's time to retire. Until you cannot do the work anymore. You see what I'm saying? But you can't just start something and quit. Start something and quit. Start something and quit. You know what I'm saying? You just can't start something and quit. You just gotta stay committed because bad things happen when you quit. It does. What's up, Johnny P? Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been outside the country twice. Brazil, back in 2000 and 2001. That was some of the, you know, that was some of the good times of my life, man. Yep. You know, I was gonna go get me a drink tonight, but I was like, nah, I need to fucking like chill off the drinking, man. I'm starting to put on weight, so I gotta like leave the alcohol alone completely. I've been trying to quit again because I don't want to put on weight. See, the thing is about alcohol and stuff. It puts on weight and shit, man. And you know you can't have just one drink. You're gonna have three or four and shit. You know, five. You know what I'm saying? That's just me. I can't just have one drink. I go in, when I go in, I go in. Well, I need to lose the weight, man, because you know how these females are. When you put on this weight, you put on weight, man, you start getting these disgusted looks and shit, man. I'm telling you, you know, you get this fucking disgust, you know. Oh, thanks for the donation, bro. Thanks, Johnny P. I appreciate it, bro. Bless your heart, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks for the donation. I put it like this, man. Like I learned that, man, I can't just be a pig about stuff and just be gobbling everything up and not exercising. You have to exercise if you want to get something. I might not get the top quality females in the world, but you know what? Exercising gets me something that's, at least decent. You see what I'm saying? So I have to exercise. I have to exercise for the rest of my life. I can't never like stop exercising. Like I can't go like 2 weeks without exercising. Now I can probably go like 1 week after being committed for about 6 months, and you probably could take a week off after that. But other than that, man, anything you know past a fucking week, it's not good. And then you notice when you're not consistent with the workouts because your body starts going to sleep and shit. Like me, if I've been not consistent for like maybe like 3 weeks or something like that, and then like I would I would start off with just once every other day, like work out every other day because if you put too much pressure on your body, especially being older, you're gonna pull a muscle or uh, you're gonna destroy your fucking ligaments and shit. You're gonna injure yourself. So if you haven't been consistent for a while, make sure you start off slow. Just start out light workouts once every other day or once every 2 days or something like that, just to wake your body up. Can't get in there and start doing things quickly right away and shit, man. You're gonna injure yourself. So that's what I do, man. You know, right now I'm doing it once every other day. I'm working out once every other day, man. You know, but I realized that I have to work out every day until I die or chunk up. Let me tell you, I ain't gonna lie, man. Females, they treat you bad when you're overweight. Like if I gain like 30 pounds right now, bruh, I will go back down memory lane. I will go back down memory lane, bruh, to remember how it was to be treated really badly by females, overweight and shit. They just treat you better when you're slimmer, man, when you're in shape and shit. That's what I learned, man. You know what? And I realized that, females got all the power out here, bruh. This is not a third world country. This is not like Thailand where you could gain a little bit of weight and and still get a girlfriend. It's not like that no more, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't afford to gain any weight, especially being under 6 feet tall. You can't afford to like gain 20 pounds. Nah, man, you got to be out there running, man. You know, yeah, you can't gain a bunch of pounds, man, because what's gonna happen is these females they're gonna start looking at you with mean mugs and all this shit, man. Or they're gonna be ignoring you, or they look down at their phone. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's just like this, man. You gotta realize that women got all the power, and if she has a vagina, she has a good life. Women have good lives, man. They got good lives. That's the reason why they live so goddamn long. And nowadays, women live to be 80 years old because they got good lives. Men, we fucking shield their ass. Men shield these females. Well, I don't shield females, but the Captain Saber hoes and the manginas and the simps, they fucking shield women and shit. Motherfuckers got their cape on, flapping in the wind, saving hoes from, all the other shit. So their life is good. Your life sucks. That's the way it is. That's the way things are. And you ain't gonna do nothing to change that, man. It's gonna be always like that. The way things is right now in the U.S. is just never gonna change. It's just gonna get worse and worse as the years go by. You know, a lot of the times, guys they don't know what they do. You know what I mean? They can't get dates. They can't get a girl. They can't like get any attention from females. But I tell you what to do, man. If you're having problems, you're just gonna have to travel, man. You're gonna have to leave out of the country. You know, you're just gonna have to leave and say goodbye to this place. You know, let me tell you, the women in Thailand. Oh my God. Oh my God. You're gonna cop you a beautiful young girl right away, bruh. No problem. No problem. Out here, you know, young females, they look at you hella weird and stuff, They look at you hella weird because you're older. You're a 40-year-old man, and she's, 24, you know, and stuff like that. Now she look at you like, I don't know, I don't want no old man. I don't get me wrong, there are some females that like you older, but for the most part in America, these females do not go 10 years above them at all. They don't do that no more. 30-year-old females do not want 40-year-old men in America for the most part. Now, when you find you a woman that likes you older, yes, especially if you have money, then yeah, you can find a younger girl easily. You know what I'm saying? But for the most part, nowadays, young women in America do not dig older men. You know what I'm saying? But in these foreign nations, these foreign nations, these older men can get younger women very easily. Older men around 40 and 50, they can get them a young chick in her 20s easily with no struggle at all. In America, you're going to struggle. If you're a 40-year-old or 50-year-old dude trying to get a young hot tender, a young hot tenderoni, you're going to struggle a bit. Now, when you come across a female that might like you, being older, yeah, but it's gonna be a whole lot of struggle to get it. Even if you got like some a pension, or even if you got stability, it's just not enough anymore like it used to be. You know, you go over third world countries, man, you get a young broad just like that with the snap of your fingers. Not, I'm not lying. You could be 40 or 50. You could cop you a 22 or 23-year-old girl really easily. You see what I'm saying? And a lot of these foreign women, they looking for like, some older guy from a foreign nation, you know, to take them away from their country. But, that's not gonna be me, man. You know what I mean? Because I don't believe in like bringing females over here. Once you get over there, do not bring them over here. You're taking a huge risk if you do that. And why would you want to bring them over here anyway? If you loser, you're going back to inseldom, or you're going back to struggling again. You want to go to a land where you're not struggling. That's what I'm saying. You know, you want to go to a land where you're not struggling in the dating market. So you wouldn't struggle in Thailand. You wouldn't struggle in Africa. You wouldn't even struggle in the UK. If you're a black dude from America and you go to UK, you know what I'm saying? You go to the UK, you're gonna have a advantages over there, just because you talk different. You see what I'm saying? When shit is saturated, man, you gotta get away from it, man. America is super saturated. Okay, it got like that over time. It didn't get like that overnight, but it got like that over time. Saturations, the saturation was building up throughout the years. Okay, because I noticed it was like getting harder and harder to get pussy as I kept getting older, from younger chicks too. Even if you're like 32, 33, it's hard to get a fucking 22-year-old, a 23-year-old. Nowadays it's hard to get a female that's 10 years younger than you, man, or 15 years younger. I mean, it's possible, don't get me wrong, but it ain't like a walk in the park like that. You know what I'm saying? It's possible to get a woman you know, that's younger than you. It's possible, but you know, that's why I say, man, that passport is gonna be your shield, man. That passport is gonna be your savior. Going to these foreign nations and these foreign countries, I mean, that's the only that's the only like that's the only thing you can think about, you know? That's the only thing you could think about is leaving the country because ain't no other, you know, ain't no other solutions. I mean, you tried to work it out here with these American women. You tried to like, you know, you tried to fucking work it out and it's not working out. It's never gonna work out, you know? So it's all about that passport now, man. It's all about traveling to a different country and never coming back either. Fuck all that. I'm gonna travel and then come back to America. Nah, man. we gon' we gonna leave the country, bro. You know, you know, gonna leave the country. And like I said, man, you'll be able to get more beautiful women. Like I said before, man, I tried to talk to some of these females on playing fish, and I must have had almost threw up in my goddamn mouth, man. I fucking almost threw up in my mouth, basically looking at all that fatness, all them land whales on plenty of trash. That's what it is, bro. Cause that's what popped up in my head. I was like, what? This shit is not plenty of fish. This shit is plenty of trash. All these fucking women, so many women are overweight because the thing is, you're used to talking to foreign women that are in shape. You see what I'm saying? You're so used to talking to beautiful foreign women that are in shape. Then you get on playing fish, you start seeing all these women that are like obese and they overweight and shit. You're like, God damn, these females, they're overweight. They're overweight. They're super sumo size. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm about to take a walk right now. Take a walk, dog. Understand that this country is not gonna get any better. And some motherfuckers come around to my channel and talk about, man, he keeps saying the same thing. I'm like, because a lot of men need to hear this, man. This shit is like McDonald's. You gonna hear the same shit, see the same shit, taste the same shit every single time you come into McDonald's. You know what I'm saying? It's not gonna get any better. It's gonna get worse and worse. America's gonna get worse and worse. Soon enough, mark my words, bro. This is gonna be the next Japan, where nobody's gonna be fucking. Guarantee it, man. This is gonna be the next Japan. It's on its way to being the next Japan, where nobody's gonna be having sex. Nobody's busting nuts. Only the top people are having sex. Only the elites are having sex. Only the men with the top genetics are only having sex. Yeah, the 80-20 rule. That shit is rolling by quick. I mean, it's approaching quick. Matter of fact, it's already here. The 80-20 rule is already here. You see what I'm saying? It's already here, bro. What you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna get the fuck out of here, or you gonna fucking stay here and go down with the ship? America is like that big ass Titanic, man. This shit is sinking, yo. And what you gonna do, man? You know what I'm saying? When you start seeing, the ship go down, you start seeing smoke coming from the engine and shit. What the fuck are you gonna do? You gonna be like, yeah, it's okay, it's all good. You know what I mean? I just go down with this motherfucker. How about that? You see what I'm saying? Nah, man, you gotta abandon ship. This shit ain't gonna get no better out here, man. This shit is sinking out here. You got women walking around that's fives, and they thinking they eights and nines and shit. Delusion, man. That delusional thinking, bro. That fucking delusional thinking is in these females' brains. You feel me? How come they don't think like that in Thailand? How come the females don't? How come females don't think like that in Thailand? Huh? Why? Because their men keep them in check. That's why, man. Their men keep them at bay. You see what I'm saying? And let me tell you, a lot of them are trying to escape Thailand. A lot of these women in Thailand, let's talk about Thailand for a minute, the women in Thailand. A lot of females there, they're trying to escape Thailand. They don't want to live in Thailand. They want to come to America. He's like, okay, go ahead and sell them the dream, you know what I mean? You know, sell them the dream. You know, yeah, I'll bring you back to America after you get through sucking these goddamn nuts. You suck these nuts, and I take you back to America. Yeah, yeah, exactly, Johnny P. You feel like you watching a Cartoon Network and shit with all these fucking characters on it and shit. Fucking the mad scientist. You got bitches on there that look like the mad scientists and shit. You know, bitches look like, you know, Jabba the Hutt. You know what I'm saying? Who be on the Cartoon Network? You know. Who else be on the Cartoon Network? I think it would be was it fucking Huey from the fucking Boondocks and shit. Like that bitch looked like Huey from the Boondocks. That's what I'm saying. It's like it's getting crazy out here. Like I said before, man. I haven't been on POF in like a year, and what I saw was a bunch of alcoholic bitches. I can tell that they've been drinking alcohol. They got bad skin. A lot of these bitches on POF got bad skin, and they acting like they better than you and shit. Yeah, bitch look like Johnny Bravo, big ass fucking goddamn yellow hair sticking up in the front and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know, all that goddamn shit, bro. He just, man, Ran and Stimpy. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's crazy, bro. The way the American female brain is now. It's like, what the fuck? You think you better than me, bitch? Look at your skin. You been drinking? A lot of these bitches are alcoholics. I mean, it's okay to have a drink every now and then, but you can tell these bitches. I mean, damn. And some of these fat bitches, they be looking at me and shit. You know, They be looking at me. I'm like, I don't want your ass. I don't want no fat girl. You know what I'm saying? I don't want no big old fat gorilla looking bitch. You know? Yeah, it's closed, man. I don't see no light. I was going to the store, but it looks like it's closed. You know, you know, these bitches got horrible genetics. If I fucking accidentally knock up these bitches, my kid, he gonna fucking suffer. You know, he gonna suffer with that, man. Trying to give you leftover. Hola, Lila. Hola, Lila. Oh shit, it's locked. Okay, he's still open. He's still open. What's up, man? How you doing? That's it. Dude. You back? Oh yeah, yes, yes. LPGA, the ladies just outside of Dallas. Nice crowd to witness Jin Young Ko tap in and held off Matilda Castrin to win for the first time this year. Then the week after, she lost her #1 ranking to Nelly Florida. Cam Davis, the winner on the PGA. Sad goodbye to Terry Donahue, the winningest coach in the history of UCLA football, surrounded by family in Newport Beach. Lost his 2 years battle with cancer. The former 49ers general manager from Oakland in 2005 was 77 Thank you, man. Old. That's all the time we have for tonight. For Dennis O'Donnell, have a good night, dude. Well, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you next time. Okay. Okay. Yeah. BBW turns to fat, man. I don't care what nobody says, man. A woman that's BBW, they go from BBW to fat really easily. And think about it, what is BBW? There's no such thing as a BBW. It's either you're fat or you're just a woman. You see what I'm saying? It's either you fat or you're not fat. You know what I'm saying? Big and beautiful woman and shit. Like, nah. What you doing is you inflating the ego. You see what I'm saying? You are inflating their ego. These females, they don't need to be patted on the back for putting on pounds. They should be shamed. Look, man, when I put on pounds, I was getting treated horribly, okay? All right? I was getting treated horribly when I put on pounds. So big, beautiful woman. So then a bitch that's like shaped like Jabba the Hutt, she gonna call herself BBW too? What is a BBW though, bro? I mean, I can understand she's voluptuous and she got some curves and shit, but a female that has a gut and has no shape to her body, that's not BBW. That's fat. That's fat. You see what I'm saying? That shit is fat, yo. And I'm not gonna accept it. I'm like, nah. I ain't gonna accept that shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? Nah, you need to find a Stairmaster and get rid of that gut. When I see like women with big old guts, man, that shit disgusts me. Today I saw a female with a huge gut, and I was like, ooh, somebody's hitting that, bruh. And she was going back to the car with her teenage kid up in there. I'm like, ooh, somebody hit that? Ooh, shit. Some motherfucker was horny, man. What made you to like, I mean, what made you hit that pussy, man? Like this female, she should be not even touched. Boy, it's good to be a female in America nowadays, man. If you got a pussy, or if you even look like you got a pussy, your life is good. Cause even fat, ugly females can find dick and shit. I mean, they can find sex and shit. Let's put it that way. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got some real nasty motherfuckers with low standards out here, bruh. Big time.